Hello, welcome to Spirit Owl Tarot, or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Lucy. So, this is going to be the daily reading for Wednesday, August 19th. This is for the collective. These are the most strong energies of the day coming through the theme for the day for the collective. Doesn't matter your sign. So, what I want to call this reading is like a peaceful revolution, like a personal revolution. But this is going to affect a whole lot of other people that witness it. Like witnessing your authenticity is going to really affect other people. This can be older people, younger people, could be your kids, your nieces, your nephews, your cousins, your mom, your dad, even. Like, I feel like you are someone in your, whether you have family or not, even at work. Or out in your community, the person that you are, the person that you're becoming is someone that people will look up to. We have follow the leader coming through here. Um, this is like be the person that you would want to follow, right? Speak to yourself the way that you what that you like other people to talk to you, like just embodying that kind of energy of someone who is confident and self-loving, self-caring, also caring of other people, but we have to put ourselves first, right? Because nobody else is going to do that. There are a lot of people who are really good at putting themselves first. Um, some people for good and some people for bad. But I feel like this is something that is not your first inclination. Like, I feel like naturally you're someone who cares about other people and doesn't always put yourself first. And I feel like this is even going off the other readings for this week, this is a theme here where you're stepping up and allowing your own light to shine, right? I feel like you're someone that helps other people to shine their light. I feel like you are now realizing, hey, if I want to help other people shine their light, I need to embody that kind of leader that shines their light so that others are then like you're going to be triggering people, awakening people in some kind of way. We've got Speak Up, if I could pick up the card coming through here. It's interesting because when this card came out, there's a singer called Ryan Adams, and I saw him on this card like when it first came out, and he sings a song that I really love called Dirty Rain. But I was like, it's not the song. What is it? And it's the fact that when you're speaking up, and I talked about this like gentle revolution, like you're not doing this in a harsh way, like with putting yourself first, speaking up, speaking your opinions and your feelings. You're not doing it in a harsh way. It's like a singer, like a sing-songy, like a gentle, like people want to listen, right? Like there are speakers out there that, I mean, there are people out there all over the world who have a lot to say, but some you want to listen to more than others. I feel like you're someone that people are going to want to listen to. It says, what are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep this in forever. It's time to let it out so you can move on and be happy. I don't know if it's exactly as harsh as this card. I feel like it's more the energy that I'm feeling off of it because I'm much more intuitive than just reading what the cards say, right? Or the meanings. There's something that you feel inside that needs to be said. It needs to be released and let out. And there's these two cards here. You've got the Wild Woman and the Magpie. The Wild Woman is like your authentic self, like letting your freak flag fly, like all the things about you that are maybe not socially acceptable, or maybe you'd be looked at as kind of eccentric or just not a sheep, right? Not, just like not one of the crowd. Not, there's so many people just like going through life, going through the motions, and they don't have much personality. You're someone with personality, is what I want to say, is coming through. Like the Wild Woman, whether you're a man or a woman, there's this, I don't want to say, like, I want to say eccentric, like, because part of me is like, oh, she's kind of naughty too, but like, but not in like a devilish way. This is more like just very seductive feminine energy, but it's because she's authentic. It's because she is like, this is who I am, right? But then there's also this mysterious quality about her because she doesn't let everybody know everything. Um, and I think it was yesterday's reading. We had the Empress and the High Priestess together, and that's the kind of energy she gives me. And she's got this headdress on that's like, looks like it's made out of like a flower bush or something. And I can't even like, she looks very native. It's very beautiful, but her hair is wild and free and long, and like she's, like letting her hair down. She's natural. You know what I mean? Like there's something that's just naturally who you are. And it's maybe something that's been hidden away, or, things you want to say, things you want to do. This is like, I've seen videos on YouTube, right? Well, I mean, even in movies, you see characters in movies where they're like dancing in the rain or like just being goofy. And whenever I see somebody in real life, out in public, just being goofy, just being who they are in the moment, there are people that get mad about that, right? But there are also people like me who, like, I just get this huge smile because I'm just so happy to see someone living so freely and not giving a flying fig about what anybody thinks about it, right? And then the magpie says, reevaluate your priorities. It is time to let go of what you no longer need. Like I said, I feel like you're prioritizing yourself more. And the magpie, with its black and white, and it talks about the need for balance in your life. And like I said, I feel like you're someone who maybe prioritizes other things before yourself, or other people before yourself a lot. And I feel like you're learning, some of it's not needed, really not needed. And you could cut back and focus more on yourself. There's also good luck when it comes to the magpie. So magpies are an ancient symbol of luck and success, and also prosperity. Magpies collect shiny things. So they are kind of like when you hear about dragons and collecting items and then hoarding it somewhere. Like that's a magpie. They like shiny things. But it also talks about like not being so focused on the material, not overly focused, because, say where I live now. Of course, I could always live somewhere bigger. I could always live somewhere grander and more beautiful and, have more comforts. But I'm still going to be me no matter where I go, no matter where I am. And it's more about you focusing on that rather than the accumulation of things is coming through in your reading. And the way I'm interpreting it more is like presentation, the way you present yourself. Like I said, with like seeing somebody out in public, just like being authentic and being goofy and, not caring what anybody thinks. There's that when it comes to materialism, that usually stems from society and caring what other people think and, having to, what's that? Keeping up with the Joneses or whatever it is, like keeping up with other people. And there's always, that ego need that arises to like, have the newest things and the nicest stuff. And Spirit is just reminding you of your spiritual self too, right? And your higher self, staying connected to that and to your authenticity and less on worldly things. What is that phrase? There's something coming through. Living in the world, but not of it. I think that's from the Bible. So we've got the King of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So this is like expressing your feelings, right? The King of Cups holds a lot of feelings inside. And we had that card about speaking up. The King of Cups is someone, and I talked about this, like you are a very good listener. You're a very compassionate person. You are someone who I feel like has that good leader quality in them. You're probably an empath or something like that, or a healer. I feel like it. But there's something you need to say for yourself, do for yourself, express for yourself, because it's time. I heard it's time. There's a peace within you with this, I want to say. I'm not getting like a nervousness or trepidation. There's just like little reminders from spirit in this reading. I feel like you're making something clear. That's what's coming through. Like, you're making something crystal clear. We've also got the Eight of Wands and the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is the leader. Like, we have follow the leader here, like being that leader. The Emperor is divine masculine energy, and the Emperor is authentic. Like, this is walking your talk. But it also is about plans and strategy and the way you take action towards things. Now, there is fast change, fast movement here with the Eight of Wands. So something, yeah, okay, I didn't share this with you. I was, my brain, oh my gosh. It says a new opportunity will lead you to greatness. I believe this card came out for yesterday's reading too. I feel like you are moving towards something. I feel like you have a vision, you have an idea for something. Some of you have already started taking action, but you're like, I feel like you're really stepping into it and embodying it now. I feel like there was something before where it, like with your priorities, like something was pulling your attention away. So yeah, I'm even seeing now on this Wild Woman card, there are crows up here. If you've ever been around a murder of crows, they're loud, they're obnoxious. I love them, but they talk about authenticity and like walking your talk, like expressing yourself true, like in your full truth. You're not faking anything. You're not saying anything for the sake of saying it. The genuine, you're being genuine. And this is not to say you were lying before or you were pretending to be something that you're not. There's like I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like a timing in your life. So I've talked about this a lot, right? Like, you're not the same person when you're, like 10 versus 20 versus, 25, 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever. And everybody changes and evolves and transforms and grows at a different rate. Some people never awaken. Some people um, came here to live in ignorance and they like it that way. Others of us didn't, but we're still on different time frames. And even when we become the leader, we become the teacher, we are always a student. And if you're not growing, if you're not evolving, you're dying, right? It's like stagnant water, it grows bacteria and it starts to stink and it's gross. And I talked about this in another reading this week. If you saw that, you never want that to happen. But I feel like it's the time. Like, it could be in your astrology, in your birth chart. I don't know, because this is very Aquarian. And was it a solar or a lunar eclipse in Leo? Which the nodes are moving, the north node is moving into Aquarius and the south node in Leo, if it hasn't already. And we just had the sun in Leo as well. So maybe it was the solar eclipse, unless the moon was there as well. You never know. I don't know. But it feels, yeah, there's something there with that like Aquarian energy. You might want to look and see what house you have Aquarius in, and if there are any planets in that house affecting that house. That could be interesting. Yeah, that's what I have for you for today. Sending you guys lots of love, wishing you all the best. Like this video if you enjoyed it and you want this. I would love for this video to get out, and reach more people. And if you want to subscribe, I would love to have you around. But yeah, sending you lots of love, wishing you all the best. Bye.